Hi, Chris Reed here out of Pensacola, Florida. I am standing in front of this cute little purple coastal cottage on the southwest side of Pensacola, uh, very close to Perdido Key. This little property is all about the location, the proverbial location. It's zero point 0.3 of an acre. It sits on a corner lot, and this little cottage is set back off of the main road. It has the whole lot is cleared, and the best part is it has a water view. Uh, that water is the Intercoastal Waterway, or otherwise known as the Sound, and the land in the distance that you can see is Johnson's Beach. Now, I don't want to be misleading here because right now you can see there is a very nice wide open view, and the current owner does not own the property across the street, so there is potential for that view to be obstructed. Right now, she enjoys it fully, but uh, if you see the house behind me, the large house, there are some new houses that are being built across the street. Now, the builder says that there will still be some view. I'm imagining a peekaboo view between the houses. Uh, the time will tell on all of that. So full disclosure, just want to make sure that you're aware of um, the potential for the view change. Now, there is a neighborhood park. It's called Blair Park. That does sit on the water, and it's just a stone's throw from here, literally within walking distance, right down the sidewalk across the street. There's a neighborhood park that is private. It sits on the water. It's all treed and shaded. I'll take a little stroll over there in a little bit. At the end of this video, you can catch that. And the park is designated just for a few of the streets in the immediately surrounding area. So there are, I believe the seller said, 4 different streets, Sanchez being one of them, which is where this house sits. Um, and you can access the park, the neighborhood park, for just a minimal annual fee. It used to be like $50 a year. I'm not sure what it is now, but I don't think it's a whole heck of a lot more than that. Anyway, let's take a look at the little cottage and we'll see what you think. So we are going to enter the cottage from the Gulf Beach Highway side of the property. And this is the side that I was just taking the image of. I'm just going to pan around a little bit here so you can get a feel for where we're located. There's a nice little outside garden. It's caged off so your pups don't get into it. And you can see there's a good sized shed to the left. But we'll check out all of that a little bit more. Let's see the house first. Okay, so you walk into the back of the house. Now the driveway access is on the other side, so I don't want you to think there is not a proper driveway. There's a good sized deck here with a gate on it. Now the current owner did have pets, so she was very mindful of, being able to manage them, and has little fenced off areas to keep them safe. This is a heated and cooled sunroom. And the double pane windows go across the entire back and sides. This is just a really lovely place to sit and watch the day go by. The house does have LVP floors throughout. There's a little step up here into the main living area. Now this cottage is only about 850 square feet. 200 of the square feet is the sunroom. So this is really a little coastal cottage. 1 bedroom, 1.5 bath. This is the living area overlooking the backyard. The kitchen has granite counters, white cabinets, pantry. There's an overhang, so you could have a bar stool 4.2 at the Peninsula. Shaker cabinets, dishwasher, tile backsplash, undermounted sink, nice size sink, and a nice side-by-side refrigerator with ice maker. 2-inch blinds, and smooth top range with built-in microwave above. This place is all about the setting. Now, the current owner did reside in it full time. This would make a great little second home, an Airbnb investment property, long-term rental. When the current owner built the property in 2019, she placed it on the lot where she thought someday when she went to sell that somebody could maybe use this house as a guest house and put up a bigger house in front of it. Now, this is not zone multifamily, so I think that you'd have to check planning and zoning as to what the possibilities are. But I do believe that if you wanted to have a larger single family home and use this as a guest house, I think you could definitely like connect, keep this structure connected and find yourself, without having much of a problem of doing what you want. Electric hot water heater, and of course full-size Samsung washer dryer, conveniently located right in the center of the house. There is a half bath, porcelain top, just like an oversized pedestal. Current owner liked pink. The walls are a nice light pink. And a 1-bedroom home. So it has a fun layout in that it's circular. You can walk from the sunroom into the main living room, into the bedroom, and then back through these doors into the sunroom. This window overlooks the side yard. Primary bath, it's lacking a mirror. Just need to have a mirror installed. And it has a very nice tile shower. Tile goes all the way floor to ceiling with a nice small tile pattern tile on the floor. Rain shower and wand glass door and little nooks for your shampoos. This door has a pocket to the bathroom, which is a real space saver. The French doors have the built-in blinds, so they're all inside the window panes, which I like because you don't have to struggle with cleaning blinds. And then you walk out. So again, let's do the loop around so you can see what I'm talking about. So we're in the sunroom. You can come into the main living area. Kitchen in the back left corner. Laundry, little hallway. Half bath. Oh, I missed the closet. It has a very big closet that also is utilitarian in that it is where you have attic access and also the HVAC, the air handler. It is electric heat. There is a vent in here, which is nice to keep your clothes dry without humidity. Climate controlled. All right. Let's take another, well, let's go out back first. There's a little surprise back here. Then I'll show you the sheds. So this is your entry off of Sanchez. Extra parking pad here. There is an electric gate. And over here is what we call the she shed. Concrete walkway to it. She shed is finished. Window unit, more LVP floors. This is a little sofa. It's really quite adorable. High ceiling. And the two square windows. There's also a full bath. And you can see the mini fridge. And you put a bar here and you have a place to hang your clothes. There's also another on-demand electric hot water heater. Access to attic. This is just a covered area. You know, this would be really nice with some stone or some pavers. You could really make a nice covered patio area, someplace where you could sit out of the rain. It's a good size. And you gotta have your warning chicken crossing sign here. One of the two sheds, now this is the small shed. That's power. And another shed over here. I'm going to walk around the outside of the house so you can get a better feel for the lay of the land. Plenty of room for RV parking, boat parking. There is not a subdivision here, no HOA, so you don't have to worry about, you know, parking a boat, a trailer, whatever you'd like. Some live oak trees here. As I mentioned, the current owner had dogs, and so she was mindful of keeping them away from the busy road, so she just had an extra fence put a little closer to the house, so people walking by on the sidewalk wouldn't be affected by the pups. So much potential here. It is just such a unique property that I really can't say that I've seen anything quite like it. The current owner had built it for her own interests, had not really thought about, you know, other than the placement of the house, had really not thought about, resale or anything like that. She just loved the spot, wanted to enjoy the view. Some raised gardens here with a little bit of work could be reclaimed. Some beautiful amaryllis growing. Another good sized shed with ramp. That would be perfect for lawn equipment. Again, it has power. Well, that was my tour of the little purple cottage. It's listed for $229,000, 0.3 of an acre, 830 square feet plus the she shed, one bedroom, 1.5 bath, built in 2019, and just a stone's throw from Perdido Key, Johnson's Beach, all things waterfront and Pensacola. So I'm going to take a walk over to Blair Park and show you what that's about. As always, feel free to give me a call. I'd love to talk real estate with you. I'm only a phone call away.